I am the president of Rebuildable Contractors, and we are a sawmill located up here in the Slave Lake, Alberta area. We're an independent mill, so we're able to do things perhaps a little bit differently than some of the big boys would do.
In our vision here, we've got high maintenance on our mobile units that are moving trees. We spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we've always thought there's got to be a better way.
We've hauled gravel in that log yard for the last 40 years, and every spring you kind of wonder where it goes. The rubber-tired equipment up there, of course, would leave a lot of ruts, which would cause us a lot of downtime and issues because they'd fill with water. You'd have to get the cat up there to level all that out, and you really couldn't maintain the yard up there very well. But we did find a little bit of a solution that worked for us.
Running the right track system on one of our rock trucks, it can go anywhere. It's quite amazing. If you were to see it, you wouldn't believe it. It goes through 6-7 foot ruts of mud and stuff with a full load on, and it's just amazing what it'll go.
Well, we got the other contractor's rock truck here with the system on it and tried it out in our yard, and of course it started doing laps around the wheeled equipment that we had here for moving wood within our own yard, and we were really impressed with that.
To me, it was a no-brainer. I was all in 100%. I could see the value. It made no tracks. You could go anywhere. I pushed for a brand new rock truck within a week of having it. To me, that was the way we had to go. Well, with the right track system on our rock truck, we have no limits now, where before we had limits where we couldn't go to places because it was so muddy.
The equipment would be wallowing through the ruts trying to get wood up to the mill, and then all of a sudden you had these rock trucks with the right track system on them, and you didn't leave ruts, and the yard maintenance was way down, and you moved your wood quicker and could move a larger volume of wood per shift. So those were real metrics that made a difference for us here at Vanderbilt.
It saves our company a lot of money. Downtime on the bigger equipment, we spend $100,000, $200,000 on major repairs. We have zero now, really zero maintenance. The
measurement that we can put with the right track system on is that we would be probably 60% faster than moving that same amount of wood by rubber-tired loaders and equipment.
We've worked the numbers, the fuel savings and the maintenance downtime. We probably could buy a new truck every year, a new rock truck, which is $500,000. If I take the measurement of how much fuel we save by using the right track system, technically the unit that would do the same job was burning 600 to 700 liters a 10-hour shift. Now with a rock truck with tracks on it, burns 130 liters, and a unit that's loading it uses 150, so we're saving 50% on fuel consumption, maybe even more.
As far as the right track system on the flotation in our yard, way less maintenance, which was a real selling feature for us.
Well, by using the track system, our footprint in the yard is minimum. A pickup truck will make more of a track than the unit will pulling trees, just because of the wide track and the ground, it's spread out through the whole area, so it's quite a big difference.
During your spring breakup, and of course when the frost is out, that's where it would really show its worth, because you'd be able to get down to the end of the log yard and actually access that wood that maybe you wouldn't be able to get to unless you had a month of dry weather.
The way it's built, it just doesn't pull the mud into the tires. It pushes it to the outside, and that really makes it easy. You're not fighting mud in the tracks or spinning or nothing like that.
From Vanderbilt's viewpoint, it was really a winner. It changed the game in our log yard. Because again, sometimes we'd have 3 wheeled loaders back there trying to get wood to our facility in the middle of the summer after a 1-week rainstorm up here. And you couldn't do it. You'd have D7 cats, D6 cats out there pulling loaders trying to get wood to the mill. And with the right track system on these rock trucks and the trailers that we set up, you're able to move 40, 50 loads a day to your infeed decks that with the wheeled machinery you might have been down to 20.
Well, to install the tracks when we initially got it, it was probably a couple hours. A little bit of a training on my guys on lowering the tire pressure and how to do it. But once we did one, it's fairly fast. Anybody can learn to do it. When we purchased it, we weren't really looking at the rebuildable part of the component. The tracks did such a great job, but for us to be able to take specific parts, the treads and the wear strips, and replace them as you go is definitely a bonus for us. It's an added bonus for sure. With the right track system, they have the parts, they're easy to deal with. I mean, it's all positive.
Really made a big difference for us. Less maintenance, you're not wearing out your old equipment and making ruts all over the place that you got to spend hours and hours with your own men filling those ruts in and getting the water out of them. So really helped with yard maintenance.
You're doing what we're doing. You want low impact, you want to get into places that are virtually inaccessible. This is the system for you. It's changed how Vanderwells do our log hauling or pulling out of the back 40, the feed, the mill, and it's just making us lots of money now.